Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over this 2021 Kia Telluride SX. But I would like to give a special thanks to Dade Kia for providing me with the Kia Telluride. If you're in the market for a Kia Telluride, you can come check out Dade Kia. But let's get into the review here of the Kia Telluride. Starting off underneath the hood, this has Kia's 3.8 liter V6. It makes 291 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and as the Telluride sits, it weighs 4,300 pounds, and this is equipped with all-wheel drive, so this can tow 5,000 pounds. So if you're looking to tow, the Telluride does offer that. Fuel economy is rated at 19 in the city, 24 on the highway, and 21 combined, so it does get really good fuel economy for this 3-row SUV here. But shading the hood here of the Kia Telluride, this is painted in the wolf gray exterior paint. It looks really good with the black accents here. Looking at these taillights, they're gonna be a full LED with an LED turn signal with an LED daytime running light with an automatic low and high beam. I like that it has this yellow turn signal with the LED daytime running light. That's the Telluride name, which is spelled out here. I like that. I like how Kia has that spelled out. I do like the black trim here, also with the tiger face grille with the Kia emblem, which is front and center. That's the front facing camera because it does have the 360-degree camera since it's the top trim in the portfolio, which is the SX trim. There's going to be front parking sensors here with LED fog lights. But overall, I want you guys to comment down below in the comment section. What do you think about the Kia Telluride? Looking at the side profile here of the Kia Telluride, let's start off with these tires and wheels here. These are a 245/50 tire. They're wrapped in this Michelin tire, so they're pretty good tires on the market, and they're wrapped in this 20-inch rim design. I like the gloss black finish here, and of course it wouldn't be an SUV without the cladding here. But Kia says the Telluride stretches at 196.9 inches with a wheelbase of 114.2. But looking at the mirror cap here, this does offer an LED side marker. There's these black roof rails with the double panoramic sunroof, so Kia does let some light into this nice cabin. But overall, the Telluride does have a nice side profile. But let's look at the rear of the Kia Telluride. Looking at the rear of the Kia Telluride, let's start out with these taillights. They're going to be a full LED design with an LED turn signal, an LED reverse light with an LED brake light. This is rear wiper here to keep the rear glass clean. That's your Kia emblem with the Telluride name spelled out. Underneath here, there's going to be LED lights for the tag with a stand-up backup camera. There's the all-wheel drive badge. And on that side of the vehicle is the SX with the V6 badge. All Tellurides do come standard with a V6 underneath the hood. Looking here, there's gonna be rear parking sensors with reflectors integrated into the bumper. And over there, Kia does throw in dual tip exhaust. But open up the cargo back here. This is a power opening tailgate. Once you open up the tailgate, this does come standard with 3 rows of seating. Kia says you get 21 cubic feet of space. And to fold down the 3rd row, just use these little scraps here. The 3rd row will fall down, and to fold down the 2nd row, Kia gives you these little buttons here on the side. Once you fold everything down, Kia says it stretches to 87 cubic feet of space, and underneath here, Kia does throw in underfloor storage. But let's hop into the interior of the Kia Telluride. Sitting inside the interior of the Kia Telluride SX, this interior looks really nice. I do like the wood trim with the black accents here. But shutting the door here of the Telluride sounds pretty solid. To start up the Telluride, put your foot on the brake and press the start button over here. This has Kia's 3.8 liter V6. The V6 does come standard on all trim levels. But looking at the key fob, it does offer remote start, just like on the Kia Stinger and the K5. It looks like a detonator. There's a lock, unlock, a trunk release, a panic button. The key does feel nice and sturdy in my hands. Looking at the door panel material, is going to be a soft touch ejection molded plastic. Like this does have this wood here. It feels real, but I'm not sure if it's real or not. There's this aluminum door handle with 2-person memory seats. It is automatic up, automatic down for all 4 windows. Your dimmer switches are here. Your blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, your traction control. The power tailgate is there. This does offer a manual tilt telescoping wheel. I'm surprised to see that on this SX model. This also offers a heads-up display, which shows you different stuff like your driver's assistance. Nice leather up steering wheel here. I like the aluminum like trim here on the steering wheel. I'm not a big fan here of the steering wheel. It reminds me of a minivan, but I do like the airbag cover there. This does offer Kia's driver's assistance, which includes forward collision warning with pedestrian and cyclist detection. Also, you can adjust the gap between you and the car in front of you. If you guys don't like full LCD displays, Kia keeps it really simple with these analog gauges, but they do give you this LCD display here in the middle. You can customize it by using this little toggle switch here to show you different stuff like your driver information, your fuel economy, and your drive modes. There shows you Econ and Dynamic. The upper part of the dashboard is going to be a nice leatherette material. This is a 10.5-inch display, but the Apple CarPlay does not take up the complete screen. Unfortunately, I wish it did, but it does say Apple CarPlay there, but it does not let you take up the complete screen. But you can show different stuff. It also has passenger talk, so you can talk to someone in the second and third row. It will project your voice throughout the cabin, but I'm not sure if the microphone can pick that up. So if you had kids that were making noise and it wouldn't be quiet, you can basically have the passenger talk on. You can also turn it off by clicking in there. Once you click it, you guys hit the little chime, let you know that it's completely off. Go back to the Apple CarPlay here. I wish it would have took up the whole screen here, but going to the Google Maps, this portion does take up the complete screen there, as you guys can see. More that wood trim. This also has the Harman Kardon sound system, which sounds pretty good. Down here is going to be physical buttons for the map, navigation, radio, media, or hazard buttons, sync, track, favorite, and setup. There's these knobs here for the volume and tune. It does offer tri-zone climate control, and over here is going to be 3-level heated and cooled seats. The cool seat works just fine. Down here is going to be a 12-volt and a USB-C and a USB port there. I'm sorry, a USB port, my apologies. Putting the Telluride into reverse. It does also offer a top-down 360 view with different angles around the vehicle. It does offer rear cross traffic alert. There's trajectory with distance markers. It does have front and rear parking sensors. Kicking it down here to drive and over to the left, this does have 8 different gears to go through. But there's no paddles here on the steering wheel. Over here you can lock the center differential. This does offer 8 inches of ground clearance, so you can take this off-roading but not too far off. This does offer a comfort, sport, and smart mode with the eco mode and snow mode. I like this little rotary knob here, this rotary knob there. There's an automatic start-stop function, auto hold, electronic parking brake. You can access the cameras by clicking this button here. And the parking sensors, there's some storage here for the cup holders. There's a little compartment here. You can probably put the key in there if you would like. These grab handles. The glove compartment, it does offer a decent amount of storage. The seats in here, they're comfortable, they hold you in place. And I do like this suede Alcantara headliner here. Open up this, it reveals this sunroof there, and the passengers also get their own sunroof there as well with their own set of climate controls. The center armrest here is nice and padded. It does offer a decent amount of storage. But overall, the Telluride does have a nice interior, but let's hop into the second and third row. So get into the second row here, the Kia Telluride. Getting back here, the door sounds pretty solid. The materials do continue from the front to the rear, and Kia does throw in these manual sunshades here to block out all the haters. Over here is going to be 2 map pockets, and Kia does throw the charging ports here in the seat back. There's 2 cup holders. Down here is going to be a 12-volt with a household outlet. The floor is completely flat. Kia says you get 42.4 inches of legroom. The climate controls lives up here, and they also offer 3-level heated and cooled seats here on the actual door itself. And it does have the Harman Kardon sound system, so it does sound pretty good here. And the Telluride, you can slide the seats forward and back. And also this is a recline function here once you grab the handle on the side. So just in case you want to look at the roof or the stars up top or the clouds, you can definitely do so, because Kia does offer this panoramic sunroof here. But get into the third row really quick. Kia makes it pretty simple. They give you this button here. The seat will hydraulically slide forward. But getting back here in the third row, I have the seat at its farthest setting here. Kia says you get 31.4 inches of legroom. My knees are touching the seat back here, but you can ask the second row passenger to slide the seat forward. There's going to be 4 cup holders back here. There's going to be 2 USB ports. But overall, the second and third row of the Kia Telluride is not a bad place to spend time. So starting off in the 2021 Kia Telluride SX with the V6 underneath the hood. All Tellurides are going to come standard with the V6 underneath the hood. I haven't driven the Telluride since it first came out, which was in 2019. That's when the dealership first got one. I think it was an EX model. And when I tested that, what is this? Oh, sorry guys, the screwdriver is bothering me crazy. When I tested the Telluride then, honestly, I was really impressed. This was Kia's first big SUV that could fit 3 rows of seating in it and people. It was replacing an old name in their lineup. I'm not sure of the name, but you guys will tell me down in the comment section down below. When I first posted that review or first look at the Telluride, I had got 32,000 views. So to me, when I first started my channel, that was pretty good. But now, of course, I have reached over 300,000 views on one video. 2 years later, I'm doing really good here on the channel, but it's not about the channel, it's about the Telluride here, but I'm getting sidetracked. Starting off in the Telluride, this does have some really good rivals in this segment here. It does come standard with 3 rows of seating, great visibility out of the Telluride. This does have Kia's DriveWise package or technology, which includes forward collision warning, cyclist and pedestrian detection with rear cross traffic alert. So Kia does keep you really safe with their driver's assistance, also with adaptive cruise control. The ride quality here is really good. I don't hear any wind noise or road noise from outside. The Telluride does have a good 3.8 liter V6 underneath the hood. It sounds muted in the actual comfort mode, but Kia does give you this rotary knob here, so you can switch it over to different things like sport. And this does not have a dual clutch, it just has a normal 8-speed automatic transmission here. And there is no paddle shifters here. I tested the Kia Sorento that has a 8-speed dual clutch transmission, and that thing is freaking responsive. That's the same engine that's sampled in the Hyundai Sonata Inline and the Kia GTs. It's very responsive. Like I mentioned, I'm going to test out the acceleration run really quick. The seats in here, they're comfortable, they're supportive, they're 3-level heated and cool seats. I like the way that they look. They keep you supported, so you can go on a long road trip with your family and enjoy it as well, because these seats are very, very comfortable. And like I mentioned, this is a 3.8 liter V6. This is the only 3.8 liter V6 in the segment. Like the Honda offers a 3.5 liter or a 3.6 liter. So Kia is the only one with the 3.8 liter in the segment. Like I mentioned, the Telluride that I'm reviewing today for you guys this does have all-wheel drive. So I'm going to turn off the traction control and put my foot on the brake and accelerator, and the automatic start stop is off, but you can defeat that. Kia gives you this button here and it starts up the engine just fine. So I'm going to hit the accelerator and brake. Oof, there's a little bit of that V6 sounds pretty good. It has a nice growl to it. I did hear a little bit of a tire, but then it caught. But just leaving the traction on, most people are not going to turn the traction off. With this being all-wheel drive, Kia says you can tow 5,000 pounds. Fuel economy is rated at 19 in the city, 24 on the highway, and 21 combined. So it does get really good fuel economy on the highway and around town. But the Telluride does have a quiet interior. The seats feel comfortable. You can put your family in here and go on a long road trip. Once you fold down all the seats back there, Kia says you get 87 cubic feet of space. So it does have some cubic feet of space that you can basically load some stuff in here if you would like. But overall, I have no complaints for the Telluride. Even when I drove the car a few years ago, I was really impressed then. I'm still impressed now. And with this having the wolf gray exterior paint, it looks really good as well. When I was talking about the infotainment system, I did mention that you can't take up the complete screen. I'm not sure why. Maybe Kia should update that. And this is a 10.25 inch display. Only the Apple CarPlay takes around like 8 inches of the screen. I'm really surprised to see that. It does offer Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But just sitting here, I have a great commanding view of the road, great seating position. I didn't really have to get in the seat and adjust the seats too many times. Above me, there's this standard sunroof. Kia does offer another part of the sunroof there in the back seat for the second and third row passengers, but you cannot open it. It's just a fixed glass, so it's going to stay quiet. It's going to stay shut all the time. And like I mentioned, that V6 does have a deep growl to it, but it doesn't. The 8-speed automatic is quick to shift, but I noticed the dual clutch that I tested before and the other products is way faster to shift. But let's do a little launch here. I'm gonna let this car pass me. We'll turn the traction off one more time, completely off. So everything's off. And that time I didn't hear anything, no screeching of the tires, and there was no torque steer. So the all-wheel drive system is very good to respond. The roads here in Miami, they're dry, so they're not wet, and there's really no conditions for the tires to basically spin. I'm not sure why the tires did do a little chirp back there when I did the first launch, but overall I'm really impressed with the Kia's Telluride's interior. Looks really good. I like the wood trim in here, the nice metal trim as well. I like this 10.25 inch display. Overall, I have no complaints here from the Kia Telluride. So after spending time with the 2021 Kia Telluride SX, starting price for the Telluride is at $44,390. With the options and accessories, the Telluride stickers for $49,915. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this review on the Kia Telluride. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews and hit that subscribe button, and I catch you all in the next video.